You need to change your cell phone plan now, and this is why. According to JD Power, the average cell phone plan in the US is $157 a month, and that needs to change because there is no way you should be paying that much for a phone anymore. If you do the math, that means you're paying $1,884 a year for your phone. So I'm going to give you 4 tips you can use to start saving some money when it comes to your bill. Tip number 1. You might not want to hear this, but the truth is you probably don't need the latest phone. It seems like cell phone companies come out with a new version every year, and the reality is the upgrades are not worth it most of the time. No one is going to notice a slightly better camera or that you have the newest colorway, and sometimes nothing even changes other than the name of a feature, but that's still enough for people to want it. And there's no doubt that prices are going up. Just look at the first iPhone that cost $499 when it came out compared to the latest model, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, that comes in at a maximum of $1599, and it doesn't even come with a power adapter. So by not upgrading every time the latest and greatest model comes out, you can save quite a bit of money. Tip number 2, switch to a smaller provider. I got my first cell phone when I was 18 going to university, and I can remember going into the stores at the mall looking for a good deal, and I couldn't find any. I went to all of the big companies and they kept coming up short, and it wasn't until I stumbled upon a small booth in the middle of the hallway that I found a good deal I was actually interested in, and I'm still with that same company to this day. This company is what's called an MVNO, a mobile virtual network operator, which means that they operate a completely legit cellular business by using other companies' networks. In the US, 2 examples are Cricket Wireless or Mint Mobile, and in Canada, Koodo and Virgin Mobile are some you might know of. Companies like these usually have small kiosks or online services instead of big stores, and they don't have an expensive network to maintain. So that's how they're able to offer customers better deals. Tip number 3. Check the plans often. I believe that the big cell phone companies' most important goal is to make money. So they aren't going to reach out to you to tell you how much money you could save if you switch to another plan. Instead, they're going to sit back and collect the bills month after month. And if there is a scenario that they do reach out, I guarantee that they're going to make money off of it somehow. I try to check for a new plan at least once a year, but some people do it more often. I found a cheaper deal I'm going to show you now. So I've gone onto my cell phone provider's website and I'm going to log in to my account. And that's going to bring up my homepage where you can see the account details I have. And I need to select Manage Plan and Add-ons because here I'm going to hopefully change my plan to a cheaper one or at least a better one or maybe even both. And on the left-hand side, you see the current plan that I have, $60 a month with unlimited Canada-wide minutes. I've got 30 gigabytes of data. I've got unlimited Canada-wide messaging. And then there's a bunch of other things that are here. The rollover data is the perk that I've selected. And that means that I can carry that data into the next month if I don't use it essentially. So that is the current plan that I have. Again, it's $60. And when I click change my plan, it brings up a few different options on the right hand side. So you see this is my current plan, and this is the plan I'm looking at changing to. For $45 a month, I get unlimited Canada-wide minutes. I get 20 gigabytes more for a total of 50 gigabytes of data, unlimited wide calling, and everything else is the exact same as the current plan that I have. One of the highlights I'm going to include is that I'm going to continue to use the free perk where I am rolling over any data that I have. So I'm going to select this plan because it's just so good. And I review my changes where I have the previous plan, Canada-wide, $60. I had 30 gigabytes of data. Just below that is the new plan, the exact same thing for $15 less, and I get 20 gigabytes more data. The perk is basically continuing from before. Confirm these changes, and it's that simple. So something as simple as setting a yearly reminder to check for new deals on Black Friday, for example, could save you a lot of money over time. Tip number 4, get a credit card that has a mobile statement credit. One of the benefits of my American Express Business Platinum card is that I get $10 every single month in the form of a credit when I pay my cell phone bill with the card. So essentially, I'm lowering my bill by $10 just for paying for it. You need a reliable cell phone plan, but that doesn't mean you need to pay a lot for it. Using these tips I shared in this video, I've been able to lower my cell phone bill by $25 a month. I have an iPhone 12 Pro that still shoots good video. I'm with the same provider I've been with since I got my first cell phone, but the quality of service isn't any lower because I'm using the big network's towers. I just switched my plan to get more data for $15 less, and I pay with my Amex Business Platinum card, which gets me $10 back. So I save $25 a month or $300 a year, and just from using these tips, I've lowered my cell phone bill by 42%. I want you to save money. So if this video helped you, please let me know what tips you have to save on your cell phone bill down in the comments below, and click the subscribe button if you want to learn how you can live a life full of financial freedom.